And come on. And we're live. We are live, baby. Woo! Okay, here we go. Wait, that's got to pull up my there we go. Let's bring up the stream. Bam. Phone is ringing. All right. Where's my chat? Okay. There we go. What up, guys? What's up? What's up? All right, there we go. I'm waiting for this to happen right now. Okay, I think we're good to go. There we go. I just need to figure out how to work this thing correctly. And there we go. We're in there. We are in there, guys. I think I should set it up where I have everything. Welcome to the stream. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Woo! Y'all ready for some Star Wars? The hype. Let me see. All right, so we got 49 people to be exact right now. The hype is real. The hype is real. All right, let's see.
Uh-oh. 2 years ago at Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim, EA took to the stage and blew the roof off of the entire event with their amazing Star Wars Battlefront panel.
Yes.
Well, this year, they're back to do it again in Orlando.
Yes.
Your exclusive first look at what's in store for Star Wars Battlefront 2
Here we go.
starts right now.
Here we go, baby. Here we go. Battlefront, let's go. Oh,
right,
man.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time, so please give a huge round of applause, a
Here
warm
we
welcome
go.
to your Galaxy Stage host, David Collins.
David Collin. Here we go. Can y'all hear it? Let's go.
Star Wars Battlefront 2!
Yes. Yes. It's happening.
Come on, EA Dice Star Wars Battlefront 2. This game is huge. Look at how many cards I have.
Oh my god.
This game is massive. We've been talking about what we're going to share for a
Please
few
do.
days now. Of course, they've been working on this game very hard for you for a long time.
Yes.
Probably since the last time we talked about it 2 years ago. I was fortunate enough to be here on stage.
Yes.
How many were here in Anaheim for Star Wars Battlefront?
Woo.
Yeah.
I'm in here.
How many of you played Star Wars Battlefront like there's no tomorrow?
I didn't play it like
Me too, I'm sure. I think you shot me. You definitely shot me.
The hype.
Yeah.
Hype.
Well, trying to get to level 50 and beyond, but yeah, still playing Battlefront like crazy. There's so much more to talk about. We're going to get right into it because there is a lot to cover. Please give a warm Star Wars Celebration Orlando 2017 Galaxy Stage welcome to developers who have traveled from all over the world from EA, the creators of Star Wars Battlefront 2. Come on out.
Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Oh man, it's happening. It's happening. All I want them to do, man, is give us a better story, better online.
Welcome to Star Wars
all I
Celebration.
ask.
How's it been so far?
Amazing. Wow. Wow. Look at this.
The hype is
This
real, man.
Awesome.
Yeah. And for those of you watching at home as well on StarWars.com and all around the world, welcome to this Battlefront panel. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves to all these Star Wars fans and Battlefront fans?
Hey everyone, my name is Matt Webster. I'm the executive producer of Battlefront 2, and I'm also the GM at Criterion. And this is my first celebration.
Criterion. Sounds familiar. Burnout. Burnout.
Welcome.
Hi, my name is Bernd. I'm creative director at DICE, and I actually brought something to
Some
prove
gameplay?
my credentials to this crew. Can you put that up, please?
What'd you bring?
This.
Oh.
Oh wow. A fan club, fan art? What is that? German Jedi?
1984.
Wow.
Yes, beat that.
1984. Wow.
So, this is the first and only fan club I ever joined. So, you have here in front of you a German Jedi from 1984. How about that?
Oh man, this is
I
gonna be
hear
dope.
it's very useful to have a German Jedi in game
This is
development.
gonna be
That's what I
dope.
hear.
I hope so.
Yes. Go ahead, Paul.
I'm Paola Giulio. I'm the content producer at Motive, and my focus is in making sure we'll deliver high quality game campaign. And I'm stuffing, and I feel bad about it now.
Come on, man. Show some gameplay, man. Show us some gameplay. Something.
My name is Mark Thompson. I'm the game director at Motive Studios. And I'm super excited to be here representing our awesome team back in Montreal. I hope everyone is watching. I'll be checking when I get back.
For the dev team watching,
The hype,
welcome,
baby.
and thank you.
And then
So
see,
let's just get right into it, right? I mean, there's a lot to talk about. This is a huge game, so you're really bringing out the big guns for this thing. Is that right?
Yeah, we absolutely are. I mean, I've been making games for a long time, and I think now the modern
Campaign
video games that we're talking
and
about, that we're
multiplayer
making
for
these
me.
days are,
That's all I need. A better campaign, better multiplayer, more customization, less DLC.
well, it really needs us to fully realize the potential of Battlefront 2. We brought together 3 studios. We've got DICE, the masters for the last decade and a half on award-winning multiplayer.
Of course,
shooter
DICE,
games. We
DICE,
have a new
DICE.
studio in Motive that is filled with veteran action game developers and game makers, and my home studio in Criterion in the UK.
Campaign better be
yeah,
dope.
we-
That's
we're
all I'm
on
saying,
the
y'all.
field.
Campaign, because we didn't have much.
Together, it's
What
a
was
stellar
that?
lineup.
That wasn't even a campaign in the
Probably,
original.
I think is the most ambitious.
But I feel like the original Battlefront was just an
It certainly
appetizer
sounds
for
like it,
what
with people working on
what's
it
to
all over
come.
the
You know what I
world,
mean?
multiple studios. Yeah, that's amazing.
Because it was just riddled with DLCs. Like they forcing you to buy DLCs and
So,
stuff.
Bert, I have a question for you. Now, I know you're fairly new to the team, but what's it like coming in after the first Battlefront? What's next? What's next for Star Wars Battlefront 2?
So I didn't work on the first game, and the cool thing is that I got introduced into the franchise in game form as a fan. And what struck me most, what still gives me goosebumps, is that I was
Definitely
on
excited for the
all of a sudden.
campaign. That's what
It's
I
a
want to
moment
see. The
that I've dreamt
campaign.
of
Give me
since
the
I was a kid,
campaign
since '84.
and make
this
the
game,
multiplayer better.
Battlefront,
That's
put
it.
me there, and it still gives me goosebumps. And then when we started thinking about the next game, something that we do is we try to deconstruct the experience. What is it that gives you those goosebumps in the first place? And there are certain things that are so at the heart of a Star Wars. Your blaster, your lightsaber, your ship, and also your family, which is extremely important.
Saturday Night
And what
Live
stood out,
tonight for sure.
The most for us was
Gameplay,
that
man.
there's a
Talking
chance
too much.
for everybody to become a hero.
Talking too much.
And that's what is our lens, our mantra, our focus for the whole development.
Anyone on the battlefield can be a hero.
Exactly.
Right. So that's amazing. So if you're a soldier, not just a Jedi, if you're a soldier, if you're a stormtrooper, anything.
Anything.
And that's how you're developing the game.
Yes.
That's amazing. So I understand that you brought
Come on,
something
man.
to show us.
Yes.
that
Come
right?
on, man. Come on, man.
Now, normally when we do these kind of panels, we talk,
Come
and
on,
talk, and
man.
then at the very end we show something. But you guys are just getting right to it, right?
Come on, get to the gameplay.
Yes.
Yes. Come on, man. Come on, man. I should have had my bottle of water ready. Come on, son.
Who wants to see a really big, wonderful Battlefront 2 reveal trailer?
Yes, me. Come on, man. Let's go, son.
Let's roll it. Check it out.
All right, guys, here we
Battlefront
go.
2 right here.
Battlefront 2. Let's go. Oh, man. DICE, Criterion. In-game footage.
30 years for this.
What? No. Game engine footage. I'm sorry. Woo, woo.
Still remember my last orders.
Oh.
The real war began.
I can't wait. This looks so good, son.
The rebellion cannot be allowed to persist.
Wow. Get your water ready, boys. Get your water ready. Oh my God, this looks so good.
Expecting special forces. That's the point, Sergeant.
Wow.
Impossible.
Look at the detail on her face.
Wanda,
Oh.
what do you do now?
Oh. Oh my
Avenge
God.
Our emperor.
Wow.
Resistance. Rebellion.
Man, this looks...
These ideas away.
This looks good. I don't have no water. No water today. Oh my god, this looks so good. Come on, son. Fight for the galaxy. Oh man. What? In multiplayer battles? Okay. All across. Wow. Come on, show us more, please. Darth Vader? Is that Darth Vader? Oh! Wow!
Star Wars!
Come on, man. Man. I wanted him to show more, man. God, that looks good though.
That's small,
all right,
ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Man,
Okay,
some gameplay, man.
Wait a second. Now, there was a lot of great multiplayer stuff there, especially at the end of that thing. I was seeing so much great stuff, right? I mean,
I want to see more.
but let's start to break this down a little bit because we got to talk about a few things. I hope you don't mind. I got a lot of questions. The first one is we got to talk about that single-player campaign.
Yes.
That character.
Yes. Yes.
Single-player campaign and character. I'm sorry.
That was awesome.
I'm at a loss for words.
I'm not
What can
gonna
you tell
lie.
us about that?
God.
So the Rebellion has its heroes. It has its heroes like Skywalker. It has its heroes like Jyn Erso. But who are the heroes of the Empire? Who are the soldiers that can inspire
The hype is real, son.
In the Galactic Civil War? Who were the elite pilots that kids in the galaxy grew up dreaming of being? They wanted to go to these academies to become these elite pilots. Who were the commandos on the battlefield, on the front lines of combat, that could inspire legions of stormtroopers to be the great Empire? And that was the starting point for this story. We wanted to take off the helmet of a stormtrooper and find out who they were, why they believed in the Empire, and what it meant to be an elite Imperial Special Forces soldier.
Elite Imperial Special Elite Soldier. Okay, cool.
I'm sure there are more than a few people who might be interested in that. Some Stormtrooper fans out here, I hear.
That's cool, man. Wow.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, the first thing we did when we started working on the game was talk to our players, and most of them didn't want to relive the exact story they seen in the movie on TV. So thank you very much for that, because that gave us the great opportunity to work on a new untold story that was complementary to the Star Wars universe, but will also bring a new perspective by giving the point of view of the Empire.
The point of view of the Empire.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, that's so interesting as a Star Wars fan. I mean, that's a perspective we haven't even really explored to this level before. Another question that comes into mind then is, when is this story set? I mean, we saw some stuff in the trailer, but can you confirm that?
Yeah, sure. One of the first ideas we have, and sometimes you just need a moment of magic inspiration, and then you can weave a whole story from that. And I think our defining moment was we had this idea. When you see the Death Star 2 explode, in the movies and in that narrative, it's framed as a victory. You see everyone celebrating, partying with the Ewoks on Endor, fireworks across Coruscant. It's a big celebration for everyone. And we thought about this idea, like, what would it be like to be a stormtrooper on the ground and to look up to the sky and see the Death Star explode, and for that to be a moment of loss, a moment of defeat. And so that when you take off the helmet in disbelief and you look up to the sky, you immediately put that helmet back on with a new hardened resolve about how you need to take the fight back to the rebellion, and that the rebellion needs to die.
Wow.
And that was the starting moment for the story. And so we thought, let's pick it up from there. Let's tell a story that begins right at the end of Return of the Jedi. And then when Motive started to work on this campaign, it was at the time when The Force Awakens was still in theaters. We were all super excited about that jump of 30 years, because that leaves so many amazing questions. We were asking questions as fans and as developers, what happened in those 30 years. And so we thought, hey, let's try and tell one of those stories that connects these two amazing trilogies together.
Yeah.
Man.
You said it best.
Come on, man.
Now,
Show some gameplay.
This elite soldier idea. Who was that? Does she have a name?
Come on,
Of
man.
course. That is Iden Versio.
Iden Versio.
Yeah, and she is the commander of Inferno Squadron, which is a brand new elite special forces unit that we've created with Lucasfilm.
Okay.
You've been working with Lucasfilm. I imagine if you're involved in story as deeply as you are
she's a
now,
brand new
you must be
character.
talking to Lucasfilm
That's
on
cool.
a daily basis.
Yeah, and so before before we get into Lucasfilm, I'll just clarify: this will be a canon story. This is authentic Star Wars.
Wow. The story, I'm hyped for the story, man. Like, because the story in the first
I
one,
said that because
garbage.
Steve doesn't like the word canon, so I said it before he's here.
Period.
So, well, you just mentioned Steve. I think now is a perfect time to bring out someone from Lucasfilm Story Group, Steve Blank. Steve, you back there? Come on out, say hello. Steve Blank from Lucasfilm Story Group. Come on out.
Hi. You got it in before.
Come on, man. Show some gameplay,
Said that word
son.
that I don't
Some
know.
gameplay.
So let's start from the beginning.
What's up, Wii U?
How did this whole process start on this with Story Group?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, as Mark mentioned, right, this was something that's been in the works for a while, right? They saw Force Awakens
They
in
gotta
theaters,
show us.
and then
Come on.
they came to us at Lucasfilm, and they sat down both with Story Group, including Pablo and Leland and Matt Martin and myself, with our games production team internally at Lucasfilm, with people like Matt Philbrand and Orion and Jeff and Marco, and they sort of came to the table, being Mark and Motive, and said, hey, we're really interested in this time span, right, between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens, and we'd really like to tell a story from an Imperial point of view, specifically in that span. And what they had done a lot of great homework before they even came to us and said, okay, we've been reading a lot of the new materials that you put out there. We've been reading Aftermath, we've read Shattered Empire, we've read Lost Stars, and so we understand, right, those details that you're starting to lay the groundwork for, and we really want to use those to help us tell a story. And we were on board from day one with how awesome that sounded to kind of have that opportunity to
Man,
to
I
tell
want
a
some
little bit more of what
gameplay.
happens in that
Some
space,
gameplay,
and
man.
specifically
Just
to do it from a really new perspective and a
Come
different
on,
point of view.
man.
And just to give props specifically to our writer Mitch Dyer, he was the one who had done a lot of that reading and a lot of that work. So this
do
is
y'all
our-
think
our
we're getting some
writer.
gameplay today? I don't know. Maybe E3. They might save it for E3. I'm not sure.
Who has read literally everything ever written about Star Wars.
Which is awesome. From
Oh,
our
I didn't know that
perspective, because
much.
It comes in and it makes those
That's
conversations
cool.
so much easier because you're all starting from the same place.
And I want to jump in on that. It's not only that we cooperate on story and characters.
Yes,
the
I'm
big
Games and
things.
Warrior, man.
I think
Gameplay, man.
someone on our team is talking to Lucas every day, and no matter how small or how big an item is, we always talk. It's every ability, every blaster, every screw on the little starfighter. We talk about it, and we try to find what is best, because it has to be Star Wars, obviously. It has to be Battlefront, and it has to be right for our game. And that has been
Show some gameplay,
tremendous
man.
Pleasure.
Talking
We
too
also
much.
geek out a lot.
Yes, there's a lot of geeking out.
That's actually
What's up,
actually warm and
Denise? What's
comforting
going on?
to hear, strangely, because I'm kind of geeking out a little bit right now. I'm not going to lie to you.
Show some
so
gameplay.
I want to go back to Inferno Squad and Iden. How did this idea start?
Sure. So
Man.
there were multiple considerations in building out a team and an idea like Inferno Squad.
Mass Effect Andromeda
It comes from,
style,
we're-
right?
We're making
Yep.
a video game first and foremost, and we know that while still
It would be
telling a
sad,
compelling
but-
story. So we wanted to find what was this right group of people that had the skill sets that would make sense for a game. That we wanted there to be aerial combat, we wanted there to be ground combat, and we wanted this character to be able to be proficient at both, right? And then from a story perspective, we were thinking, well, who are the most devout,
wanna see
right,
some
to
gameplay.
what they're
Talking
following when it
too
comes
much,
to
man.
Leadership. Who's somebody who can be fully
Come
invested
on,
in the
son.
Empire, who can sit there and watch something like the Death Star 2 explode and go, I am going to double down on my commitment to this empire now, right? This strengthens my belief in what we have and what the empire
all this
stands
talking,
for.
blah, blah,
and so
blah.
all of that combined really led to this idea of like, special operatives.
I knew they was
People
gonna
who
do
have
this.
that type of training and also have that type of belief in what they are doing and those skills to be able to pull that off. And that marriage of those two is where Inferno Squad came from.
That's such a fresh take on heroism. You know, it's such a unique perspective for Star Wars, and I imagine you could just go on and on and on about her history. You know, what motivates
Come on,
this.
man.
I mean, I just want to find out so much more about this person. I mean, this must be something that you're exploring very deeply in order to tell this story in a
Show some gameplay. That's what they need to do. Stop talking.
Sort of the backstory of Iden, and just to pause at Iden for a second, we do have our actress who plays Iden Versio here today. Janina Gavankar is here in our front row, if she can stand up. So there she is.
Wow, okay.
Right? And she's, just to give her a moment of awesomeness, right? There's a lot that we've put into this character, right? And there's only so much that you can put on a page, and there's only so much that you can talk about how you want this character to be a hero and to really stand for somebody who is heroic in the eyes of the Empire. And Janina really was able to embody that, right? And did a fantastic job to what we had imagined Iden always being. And so we're really excited for people to kind of see more of her and see this story play out. And we
show some
have been spending
gameplay.
quite a bit of time also thinking about what her backstory would be, right? And who Iden is, and also who Inferno Squad is. And keen fans might recognize that name from something already.
Inferno Squad?
That's the one.
Does it ring a
Well,
bell?
who knows? They might show gameplay at the end.
Well, we have another. I see there's a little empty space next to you, Steve.
There
on the
is.
couch there. We have another guest. Shall we bring her out?
Now's a good time.
Well, let's
They
do
gotta
that
make us
because I
wait.
want to learn more about Iden Versio, and to tell us a bit more, please welcome Christy Golden, author of Star Wars Dark Disciple and the
Come
new
on,
book,
man.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 Inferno Squad. Come on out, Christy.
Inferno Squad.
Amazing. Welcome. Welcome to Star Wars Celebration again.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
I want to ask you about the book. What can you tell us, and what did you think about it the first time you were approached about Inferno Squad?
Well, first of all, it was a really solid script, so that gave me a good jumping off point to get an idea of who these characters are. We took the story back 4 years, and when you pick up this book, you'll get a chance to see how they all met and what they thought of each other and what their first mission was and how they learned to become this well-oiled machine. And of course, as all good stories are, it takes a little bit of doing to get there.
And are we? No, yeah, please. Well, and I mean, where are we going to go during this story? I mean, I'm sorry, I have so many questions. I mean, are new locations? I mean, where's she from? Her family? Anything you can tell us about that?
Well, it's really great. There are multiple locations, and one of them is her home world, and that of her father, Admiral Versio, at a place called Vardos. Vardos. And I was given some of the art to look at to be able to set the scenes there appropriately, and it's, as you can see, it's
come on,
quite
man.
gorgeous and very striking.
Gameplay, man.
And one of the things that the team sent over, and I love this, I love being so involved at this level, was these trees that you see here. And they are positioned over pools so that when the leaves fall and they come in contact with the water, they bleed. And I was like, I can run with this. Just such beautiful little bit of details that as a writer I get to give some history to and backstory of. It was great.
Well, and this looks like such a new environment. There's so many. It's so different from what I remember in Battlefront.
Y'all think they're gonna
Is there
show
anything
some
else you can tell us
gameplay,
about
y'all?
This environment that's unique for Battlefront.
Oh my
because,
God!
I mean, I see
Come on,
Imperial
man.
flags everywhere, right? This is obviously under Imperial occupation.
Yes.
Yes.
Vardos actually was brought into the Empire by Iden's father. So she has a legacy to live up to, big time.
I see. So this is
my
a part of her
goodness.
family. To your point earlier, this is the Empire is personal for her.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, is this like a peaceful imperial rule as opposed to an occupation? Is this you know? Okay.
Yeah, so that's exactly right, because that's something that we had developed
Just
sort
talking,
of in conjunction as we were thinking about the
talking,
game
talking.
and the piece that we were able to pass back to the book, because it was so foundational for Iden. And the way that this kind of space came about was, since we were thinking of shifting the perspective from the protagonist's point of view, right, to be on the Imperial side, that also meant well,
I'm definitely gonna play some Battlefront after this,
on
though.
the planet and where she's from and what she comes from. And so normally when you see the Empire, right, on planets in Star Wars so far, there's a lot of occupation. There's a lot of sort of force used to get onto those planets. And so we wanted to come from a place of, well, what would it look like if a planet willingly joined the Empire and fully believed in it and was absolutely 100% invested in it? And so we started to design that, and incredible props, right? This is no easy feat to design a new location in the Star Wars galaxy. It is a challenge, and there is a lot of work, as you can see from Mark's laughing, that goes into designing a new location. And on the motive side with Chris, and on our side with Hez, like, there was so much collaboration to really design this place to feel that home of the Empire and a place that was willingly part of it. And that's why you see a lot of these more brutalist-inspired structures and so much flair in those flags.
Some gameplay.
Now, and this is a very sort of urban environment too. You know, this isn't like the open battlefield of Hoth. Paula, what can you tell us about Vardos in terms of gameplay?
Yes.
Well,
something.
Vardos will provide completely new design and gameplay opportunities, because you'll be playing inside a city, so that's completely changed the gameplay from the, you know, open sandbox style that you have in the multiplayer. And that's going to be only one of the new locations that Iden is going to visit.
So you have different locations. Yeah, that's great. You have different locations and you have different heroes on each world. Can you talk a little bit about that process and working with Motive in terms of figuring all of that out? Either one of you, please, or both.
So this, I mean, so the story in the campaign really follows Iden's journey, right, from the end of Jedi up to the Force Awakens. And you know, as we follow her journey,
End of Jedi to Force Awakens.
wanted to touch and cross paths with some of the iconic heroes of Star Wars, from a narrative but also from a gameplay point of view, because I think what differentiates Battlefront for me is the fact that you get to step into the shoes of these iconic heroes. You get to put down the blaster and pick up a lightsaber, and you get to be a Jedi and kick ass on the battlefront. And so we wanted the campaign to be a reflection of that. We wanted the similar gameplay experience and flow in the story, and so we have these chapters, unspecified at this point number of chapters, where we'll step into the shoes of the iconic heroes, and we get to experience not only different gameplay, but also a different chapter in these characters' lives, which is where the collaboration with Lucasfilm dovetailed so closely.
Yeah, and I mean, clearly, like what Mark was saying, it's a big undertaking, right? If you're going to tell new chapters and stories of characters that are particularly ongoing, right, and we know are still working in different mediums, and there are new stories coming, but it was something that they brought to the table from day one as sort of like, you know, a core principle of Battlefront, like they've been saying, is to step into the shoes of a hero and really become some of those characters. And so we knew from the start that was something we wanted to bring also to the single-player campaign, and so we were finding ways to bring meaningful characters and known characters into that campaign in really sort of respectful and organic ways to the main story.
Star Wars Rebels, what's good, man?
Squad.
Welcome to the stream, bro.
Of the legacies of those famous characters that are coming. And so what I can say, I can't specify how many.
We need to show some gameplay.
But what I can say is in the single player mode, in story mode, you will get to play as Luke Skywalker and Kylo Ren.
What? That's cool.
Not bad.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's not bad.
We
Luke
saw him in the
Skywalker and
trailer,
Kylo
and
Ren.
I was just thinking, oh, please, timeline, put together 2 and 2 is 4. Yes, please, Kylo Ren and Luke Skywalker. That is so
Kylo Ren
awesome.
and Luke Skywalker. That's
wow,
cool.
That's really, really incredible. Now, Chris, I know that your time is limited with us on this panel, but I know you have some news to share about
Yes,
your book.
come on.
Is that right?
I do, but before we do this, I have to say a shout out. So often when you work with media tie-ins, the books are regarded as just kind of advertising material for the core product, but I have felt so included and so involved and so much a part of this. It's really been very, very special, and I have to give a big shout out to Janina, who reached out to me to talk about Aiden, to get some more of her history and her backstory. To
What's
bring
up,
that to her
Pipes?
performance.
What's going on, man? Did you
That
see
is
my
so
video in the
appreciated
description?
and so much fun.
Kylo Ren, man. So Kylo Ren and Luke Skywalker
Collaboration across the board.
in the campaign. That's really good, guys.
There's a lot of cool stuff that we're seeding between these two stories that I'm excited for people to learn about.
Yeah, it's been a
Show
blast.
some gameplay, man.
The book is now entitled Battlefront Inferno Squad.
Battlefront Inferno
Battlefront 2
Squad.
Inferno Squad.
And there's that cover.
Like the cover too. Cover looks pretty
Gorgeous
good.
cover, yeah. Round of applause. That's amazing.
And it will be out on July 25th.
July 25th. Okay.
Excellent. Well, any final thoughts? I know you have to go, but thank you so much. Any closing thoughts?
I'm as excited as anybody. I just saw the trailer myself yesterday, and I am completely blown away. This looks like it's going to be so much fun, and it's such an honor to be connected with something like this. And my hope is that when you read the book and then you come to the game, it's going to give you a much deeper and richer experience, because you will have seen where they came from and now are seeing where they're going. So.
So the book and the game. Okay.
I guess, I mean, just to build out my point a little bit, I'm just excited for people to be able to get their hands both on the novel and on the game and see sort of all of the hard work that everybody's been doing across these teams to tell a coherent story and to really understand who Inferno Squad is, learn about Aiden, and see her story through both of these products. And then, of course, just as a fan of Battlefront and games, there are some great gameplay moments that we have integrated into the single-player mode that I am excited for people to learn about and play too.
Come
so
on.
There's a lot of things to be excited about.
Show some
I
gameplay.
cannot wait. Please give a round of applause to Chrissy Golden and Steve Blank. Thank you so
Come
much
on,
for
man.
taking the time. Thank you.
That's all we get. A trailer. Come on.
I feel like we just covered so much. But you know, we haven't even talked about multiplayer yet. I mean, after playing so much of Battlefront, I have so many questions about multiplayer.
Yep.
And game mechanics. Look at that. It's beautiful. So, Bernd, multiplayer was the centerpiece of the
look at
original
that.
Battlefront. What do you
Yes,
guys?
it was.
Huh?
Yes, it was.
Man, that looks good.
What are you changing?
God.
Anything? What's new? What's up?
Well, a couple of little things that we brought to make it better. Like
What?
one thing is that we thought together with Lucas is what better opportunity than this year, the 40th anniversary, is there to bring more eras into the game. So we decided to
Can
have
you show us some
prequel,
multiplayer
original trilogy,
gameplay?
and the new movies represented in the game.
All eras of Star Wars playable in Battlefront 2.
Wow.
All.
Wow.
And of course, every era comes with its iconic heroes, like our favorite here. Or actually, it's Matt's favorite.
I've got such a man crush on Darth Maul.
It's Darth Maul.
I don't mind admitting it.
Man.
Yeah. So, what we did is we added a lot of things. I'm sure that this is for certain the biggest game that I ever worked on. There's so many things in there. There's more weapons, more vehicles, more heroes, more everything.
Thank you.
Basically.
Thank you. More weapons,
And I
more
can't wait
vehicles. Thank
until
you.
our players get their hands on it.
Thank
But
you.
One thing that we also wanted to do is, if we, this mantra that we have, the hero's journey, that was really important to us, that it's represented in every aspect of the game. So when we looked at our troopers, we wanted to give them an opportunity to grow, to develop, so that a squad of really good players maybe has a chance to stand up against Darth Maul. So we introduced classes, you can unlock new abilities. Yes!
Okay.
I think that was the right call, Matt.
So this is a huge change and like, yeah, it's incredible. So you have different classes and you're basically upgrading. Let's get into the nitty gritty of this. You're upgrading how your character works in match, but also through multiple matches.
Yes.
Whoa. Look at the character models. The character models look really good. So you can upgrade your characters in match.
So infantry, sniper, heavy gunner, officer, those kind of things. That's what you mean by character class.
Exactly.
Character class.
They will be very familiar to our players. They're iconic to the Star Wars universe. So because we have maps from all the eras, we kind of had to do troopers from all eras too. Maybe we didn't really think that through in the beginning.
That's a lot of assets that you're creating.
Come on, man.
Is that what you mean by huge when you say this?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think it's a great image as well. And this is representative of in-game, and it's great.
Character models look good though.
Across not just the classes that we have, but across all of the eras too.
But the other thing that we looked at is not only wanted we to expand this game in scope, so make it broader, we also wanted to give it more depth. There's even more reason to stick around longer, to play more, to make your trooper the best trooper on the battlefield, or to improve your hero, to become a better hero.
Right, so it's not just like a bonus pickup. You actually can, say that again? You can improve your hero to be a better hero?
Yes,
come on, man.
You can upgrade your heroes.
That's gorgeous.
Oh my God, come on.
How does this work in terms of the different worlds that you're?
Man, that looks good though.
Just how does that work in Battlefront 2? What can you tell us about it? What's different this time around?
Well, I think just talking about the heroes. I mean, these iconic. I mean, we've talked about troopers and a hero journey inside troopers, and I think that's something that's deeply rooted inside the Star Wars universe, where you have a journey from a farm boy to this super iconic heroic character. And this time, the heroes, there's such a in terms of the game, there's such a game changer. So when they enter the Battlefront, it's a moment, it's a real moment. I think it's a massive differentiator for Battlefront 2. This time we've got heroes that are way more physical than we've had before. So I don't just mean in terms of their abilities, but how they feel and how we expect people to play with them, and how we expect people to then choose to progress with the particular heroes that we have and customize them to suit how they like to play.
It's an incredible amount of depth that you're adding there. That's great.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, this is breadth and depth. Not so depth in the combat and inside the systems. It's just an incredible multiplayer team at DICE that are bringing this together. A decade and a half of super experience and really bringing that together in. Inside Star Wars, it's a great combination.
Man, I just want to see some gameplay, man.
I think one thing that is at the heart of DICE is this freedom of choice that you have. We give you a lot of tools, and but how you face a challenge
looks good,
as a
bro.
team, going up against a hero or in a starfighter or as a hero is really up to you. How you
This
face
screenshot
that
looks
challenge.
real good. I'm not gonna lie.
We call it rock paper scissors. So
Screenshot looks really good.
To express yourself in gameplay, and I think that this is truly unique to the type of game that we are making. That you are able, together with your friends, to create these awesome moments of taking down the AT&T at the last second, and then everything blows up, and all of a sudden Darth Vader appears. These moments that just live once. They're truly yours. They're truly your own unique moment. Nobody else will experience it exactly like that.
Man, come on, man. Woo. Screenshots looks good though. Man, wow. Show some gameplay, man.
Camino.
God.
Show some gameplay, please.
That's amazing. I mean, there's so much depth and detail. I mean, are we seeing that kind of depth in the world as well? I mean, look how gorgeous those worlds look. I mean, for example,
He said better presentation than the Switch.
In that trailer, that's
yes,
new.
you did.
You did. You certainly did.
Wow. That looks good.
Point to make because
Man.
We're covering all of these eras, and we're
what's up, Silent? What's good, homie?
Before,
y'all saw my video on the channel.
That we're really concentrating on this time round. It's
Screenshots looks good though.
Feel alive, and so that's why bringing the Tauntauns into the game and the other things that we're doing inside these particularly recognizable moments that make these locations feel alive. It's just such a rich universe for us to draw upon, and players are going to see a lot of that in this game too.
And also, I've been waiting to ride a Tauntaun since 1984. So
Camino looks good.
As any good German Jedi is, waiting
indeed.
to ride a Tauntaun. Indeed, I think we all are. Well, we've talked about the hero's journey. I have this other question that I've been wanting to ask you guys about. I've been a little shy up to this point, but can you talk to us a little bit about the pilot's journey? Can we talk about vehicles? Can we talk about space?
Let's talk about space.
Woo! That looks good, man. Man, that looks... Charm, what's good? Man, that looks real good. I'm not gonna lie.
It's the fantasy of being inside a space battle. It's such a thing for Star
Man,
Wars.
y'all stick around, because y'all know I'm gonna stream Battlefront tonight.
When we're talking about
this joint looks fire.
These moments of epic capital ships and starfighters battling it out. That is going to be a significant part of this game for multiplayer.
I mean, they better put Battlefront 2 on Switch. That would be dope.
I just had an expression of joy kind of.
Yeah, much like we did. I mean, this is the area that we're focusing on at my home studio in Criterion, and
Criterion. I remember Criterion, Burnout, the Burnout franchise.
Of what it's like to put you in. We had a pitch actually. We started with the speeder punk
space battles at launch. It's good.
And then we developed the X-wing, the Star Wars X-wing VR mission. Which we
that was amazing,
which we released in December, and for us this progression into epic Star Wars space battles with a range of starfighters across all of our eras as well, and it starts with how these ships feel, and in your mind, it's a fantasy of being in combat. And we extend, as I said, across all of the eras. So you're going to get.
That looks really good. Just the screenshot, like,
droids and first order TIE fighters.
TIE fighter. Wow, all kinds of ships.
And and those ships, they're going to mirror what we're doing with the troopers with classes. So different.
You can upgrade
different role types.
Oh,
what?
Different ships have different role types, and of course we have hero ships as well.
That looks
so
good.
Role types, those are also progression. They're customizable. So very much like what we're doing with the troopers, we're extending into the starfighter pilots because
that
is a part of a
that looks so good. That looks so good.
So ships can be heroes.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Wow.
And we have heroic ships as well.
You can upgrade ships. You can upgrade troopers. Now, I'm assuming if you're on Hoth, you're going to see snow troopers. If you are, on Camino, you're going to see clone troopers. That kind of thing. That's kind of how it works?
That is correct.
Okay, that's amazing. There's just so much to look at here. I really want to play this thing. When are we going to get a chance to get our hands on this?
Well, let me
Switch confirmation. Switch confirmation.
I can tell you all. The worldwide release is the 17th of November this year.
Woo! Okay. November 17th.
Now, there are a few ways in which you're going to be able to play the game
E3
a little earlier than that. And if you want some more details on that, then you can head to our website.
That's great. And that's right around The Last Jedi time.
Yes, it is.
That is right before The Last Jedi. Well, I can't wait, and I just want to go around to you guys with any more thoughts, any more closing thoughts. I know we still have a little bit more, and I kind of want to play that trailer again.
Oh, yes, please.
Man, play it again.
See that trailer? Okay,
God.
any closing thoughts?
Some gameplay, man.
Yeah, for me, as I said at the top, this is my first celebration, and it's just amazing to be able to share these details on behalf of our teams that we have.
Come on, man.
The amazing team at DICE that are working on multiplayer, and the other teams that we have at Criterion in the UK and at Motive. It's just such a privilege to be able to share that with an audience that is so... You can just feel the energy in this room. It's just a real privilege. So thank you.
Come on, they're gonna show the gameplay again. Come on. I mean, trailer.
I want to say a big shout out to the home teams, you know, in Montreal, in Stockholm, and in Guildford, right?
Come on.
Because we're sitting
Switch.
but they are really doing the work. So without you guys out there, I wouldn't be here. I would have nothing to show. And a round of applause, please.
Let's show some gameplay. That's what y'all should have did, man. Come on, man.
Huge effort. Game development is just such a huge effort. So much hard work and so much love.
And so much fun.
And a lot of fun.
I guess we feel very
Gameplay at E3.
excited at Motive to be represented
You're right,
at
man.
Celebration for the first time ever, and really lucky to be building
son.
the single-player campaign on the foundation of two exceptional IPs like Battlefront and Star Wars.
Please have gameplay footage. I know, man. Come on, man.
And we're really looking forward to show you guys what we've been working on November 17.
That's a long wait.
And yeah, I'm super excited about in the campaign getting to take everyone on the journey of putting on Inferno Squadron's armor and truly believing in the Empire.
Man.
That's so awesome. Now, we're not done yet. There's still a couple things, right? Now, we talked about The Last Jedi. What can you tell us about The Last Jedi? Anything, any content?
Well,
what can we talk about here?
So we're a little bit ahead of the film in terms of our release. What I can say is that we have a terrific pre-order offer.
Some incentives? What's up?
This is good.
What's up?
Around The Last Jedi Heroes, and where players are going to get access to Last Jedi costumes for Rey and for Kylo, and also access to a Last Jedi Millennium Falcon and an as yet detailed First Order Starfighter.
Wow.
First Order Starfighter. That is awesome. Now, we have a couple other things. Before we play the trailer, my understanding is, wait, remind me again, how many of you were here in 2015, or actually in Anaheim? There's something we did then that we haven't done yet now. Not t-shirts, something better if I remember. So, for those of you watching at home, over the next couple of weeks, if you follow EA Star Wars on social media, you'll get a chance to do this too. But right now,
wow.
Look at this. PS4, tell us about this.
So,
that's what's his name?
Sony. They have provided this custom Star Wars Battlefront 2 box.
Wow.
On the front. And once you pull the lid off.
That's what's his name? What?
With a PS4 Pro inside, custom controller.
What?
There's one of 4, and we're giving 2 away right here.
Right here.
No, it's one of 4 and to give it away 2? That's what's his name? Camaro, Lethal Camaro. What?
So, now,
oh my
there
God.
are, and this is, I want to be very, very tactful about how I say
There's
this
no
here.
detail on it though.
If you gently inspect underneath your seat, there are very clearly marked little tags that say winner very clearly. Not this chair was made in the chair factory. Not this is a piece of chewing gum. Hey, come on up.
Well,
Here's
somebody
one
got
right
one?
here.
Oh man, I wish I was there. I wish I was there.
Come on up. Come on up. No, here. Come on up here. Come on up here. Come on up here. All the way around. All the way around.
Wow.
You okay? You all right? So what's your name?
Marley.
Marley, welcome. Where are you from?
New York.
New York. Thank you for coming. Congratulations. You are a winner of a PlayStation 4
Wow.
Pro Star Wars Battlefront.
Wow.
Oh, we have some stuff for you. Why don't you come on back there? We'll take care of you. And right up here, here's the other one. Congratulations. What's your name?
Is it a dude? Yes.
Where are you from? In Texas. Welcome. Congratulations. Texas in the house. Congratulations. Go on this way, and you'll be
Wow.
united with your Battlefront 2 PS4 Pro. That is awesome. Thank you so
That's
much.
cool,
Once
though.
again, on
They actually
social
did
media,
that.
you're not going to want to go anywhere. On social media, if you follow EA Star Wars Online, you'll have an
Man.
opportunity in the coming weeks to win the other two. So be sure
That's pretty cool.
to do that as well.
It's pretty
Now,
cool.
I want to say to those of you that are watching in here, you're going to want to stick around, but I want to tell everyone watching at home and on the Star Wars show, on the live stream, thank you so much for joining us. Before we go, you guys want to see that trailer one more time?
Yes. Show that trailer,
Come
son.
on, do you want to see that trailer one more time?
Yes.
All right, let's roll it.
Man. They should have showed some gameplay, man. Oh, my gosh. Come on. Trailer, baby. Here we go. Oh, my God. I can't wait, though. Honestly, I can't wait. Luke Skywalker and Kylo Ren in the campaign.
I've waited 30 years for this.
Oh, my God. Wow.
I still remember my last orders. The day the real war began.
Man.
The rebellion
Wow.
cannot be allowed to persist.
Man, that looks so good, though. Ooh. Yo.
Weren't expecting special forces. That's the point, Sergeant.
It looks so good, though. I'm not gonna lie. This is just a trailer, but
Impossible.
wow.
Commander, what do we do now?
Guys, this looks so good.
We avenge our emperor.
Wow. Oh my God.
Resistance. Rebellion.
Wow.
You will burn these ideas away.
Luke Skywalker? Yo. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's a long wait, man. Fight for the galaxy. Oh my goodness. In the multiplayer battles. Man. This is a long wait though, y'all. Well, we gonna see some gameplay at E3 though. I mean, man, come on, man. Oh, that's all we get, y'all. That's all we get. That's all we gonna get. That's all we get. Let me try to get the So what you guys thoughts on the Battlefront 2 trailer? Honestly, I was expecting them to show gameplay, which they didn't show any gameplay at all. It's really good that you play as Kylo Ren and Luke Skywalker. The multiplayer, from what I understand, you can actually upgrade the characters and weapons and actually the ships. But I can't wait. I can't wait, honestly. I just hope everything turns out very well as far as what they're trying to achieve, because the first Battlefront, that whole thing was just riddled with just straight DLC, to be honest with you. But yeah, just gonna have to wait and see. Thank y'all so much for coming through. I'm pretty sure this is it. If y'all have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. But the trailer didn't really, there was a couple of Easter eggs here and there in the trailer, but I was expecting them to show some gameplay, man. Like, let's see how it runs, let's see how the graphics. But DICE actually do a pretty good job on multiplayer, the multiplayer side of things. But we're just gonna have to wait till E3. All right, so any questions regarding the trailer, guys? Anything that y'all want to see? I mean, I just want to see a better campaign, really. And by what they're saying, it seems like the campaign is going to be really dope.
Here's Christine. You've been a member for how long?
Since 2011.
Any questions, y'all? Any questions? Any questions? If not, we're going to go ahead and end the stream. Thank y'all so much. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Cannot wait to see some gameplay on it. Like I said, better campaign, better online. That's the thing. If y'all want to stick around, I might just go ahead and stream some Battlefront 2. I mean Battlefront 2. Some Star Wars Battlefront. So if y'all want to come through, feel free to do so. Notification gang, if you haven't turned on your notification, please do. That way you guys are up to date. So I'm going to go ahead and stream Battlefront right after this. So if y'all want to come in, let's do it. All right, y'all. Peace. I'm out of here.
We have my Ewok. This is my Ewok Shugu.
Oh, Shugu.